Alright, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, Connor Unchained. So in this video, I'm going to be making another tier list for very low cap, higher risk meme coins. I love to just bring a lot of these, newer coins to your attention, because once we really get back into an up only mode in the crypto market, usually the coins that are lower cap, higher risk are going to be the ones that end up making, those incredibly large gains in comparison to if you're buying, a ton of, high cap stuff. So again, I'll say it again, they are very high risk. Please do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. Just here to give you guys some lower cap meme coins that I think have a lot of potential. We're going to see which ones go into the S, A, B, C, or the D, dead tier. So let's dive into it. So number one, and you know what? How I'm going to rank this, though, is strictly based on, sentiment / community. I don't really look at too many other metrics when it comes to certain meme coins. I think community is the number one factor when you're looking into any sort of meme coin, because when you're looking at a meme coin, not even a meme coin, any altcoin too, if there's no community, there's no one talking about it, no one always bullish on it, then there's no reason for a coin to be successful, right? So the stronger the community in due time will push any single meme coin at some point, into new highs, into new levels. So let's dive into it as far as for these low caps. First one we got is Andy. So this is not really a specific Andy token. I like Andy, but there's some good and some bad. And the good thing about Andy, I think the Pepe and Friends narrative, being part of Pepe, Brett, Andy, and Landwolf. We got Landwolf here, cover later. I think that's a great narrative, especially to capture a lot of normies to just, jump into more, some of the more simple narratives, like, they see Pepe on, every single exchange, and then they're like, Pepe is a friend, what's another coin to jump into, like, what is Pepe's friend? You can show them any of them on different chains, right? But the thing with Andy is that there's the Andy token all over different chains. There's so many different Andy tokens with the same ticker, the same brand. They're all trying to be that Andy token. But when there's a coin like that just has too many coins across different chains, at the end of the day, they're all fighting for your liquidity, And so it's kind of just, it spreads liquidity thin, and it's going to continue to do that unless, for some reason, one super clear winner completely paves that path, as in one of the tokens goes inactive or something. So for that, I'm going to put Andy at C for now. I think as a narrative, it's fairly strong, but I think there could be better coins in this list, So, next up is we got Aura. I'm going to put Aura at A tier. So Aura ticker AURA. Community is very strong. After it dumping now like 60, 70, 80% from its highs, it's going to be accumulating. And, when something runs from launching at, 20 to 50K, 100K market cap, all the way to 50, 60 million in the span of about a month, 2 months, when it pulls back, it's going to pull back hard. Almost every coin in the market, especially meme coins, have dropped a minimum 30, 40, 50, 60, 70%, upwards of even 80+%, and that's fairly normal for the time being because of the sentiment. So like I said, Aura I think is a top tier meme coin. Branding is great. And, I think the word Aura itself is just extremely popular right now with people on TikTok, the younger generation, and even the younger kids like in school. I feel like it's just a very common word for the current times, right? That's why I call this, I like culture coins. That's kind of what culture coins are. They're not just, single JPEGs of an animal or something. There's more to it. But that is Aura. I think Aura has a lot of growth, again, long term. Nothing you buy today, if you're jumping into any of these, is going to just pump 100%, 200% overnight. So keep that in mind. So next is we got Billy. I like Billy a lot. It has dropped significantly, though, over the last month or two. And, I've covered it on the channel. I just think it's a very cute dog. There's not too much else behind it. And there's a lot of selling. I assume it's just a lot of people taking profits from, the massive run-up it had. Same thing. Anything that has a huge run for the first few weeks to maybe first couple months when it launches, it's going to have a massive correction. And I feel like a lot of people don't really think about that because they see it up only, then they see it dip. And they think that dip is like, that's it. But no, things are going to go up, they're going to dip, but then eventually it's going to correct. Like, I consider, buying the dip and then actually jumping into like a heavy correction, completely different scenarios when it comes to looking at a chart. But most of these meme coins have already gone through a full correction. So we got Brainlit as number 4. Brainlit is a top tier meme coin. I think it's a very strong coin. It's not necessarily like micro cap right now, but super strong community. Shout out to Nifty Wop or NFT Wop on Twitter. This man was very early to Pepe from what I've heard on Twitter, and I think the people that have been behind him ever since then, he's been behind Brainlit, and I don't mean behind as in he like created it or whatever. He kind of just found it and has been pushing it himself because, I guess he likes it a lot. And a lot of people have jumped on board literally because of that. And I think most of the people that jumped on board for this coin are aiming for a long-term hold. So I assume that people that are going to be holding Brainlit, they're not just going to be dumping, after a few hours, a few days. I think you're going to have great holders as time goes on with this coin. And I think the meme just sums up the literal crypto space, Again, the ticker for this one is Brainlit. And so we got Kobe. Ticker Kobe. I'm going to put it at A tier for now. But I think this is probably one of the most prominent meme coins that's on my timeline. Very strong community, cute little, stuffed bear. I don't even know. Don't come at me if it's not even a bear, if it's a dog or something. I don't even know, but it's cute. Very strong community. The main person behind this, his name is Ricky MFer on Twitter. I remember, I think a month or two ago I followed him, maybe even more than that. And I've just been seeing this dude absolutely print on Soul meme coins. But what he did with Kobe is he kind of brought this coin to light. Because, he was calling a lot of coins all the time, almost every day. And I think a lot of people picked up on that. But after him calling so many coins, it came a point where he kind of found this coin and he decided to run with it himself. Kind of just almost like he's backing it in a sense where, he saw the coin, he likes it, but he's sticking with it as if it's a conviction play versus just, going for a quick buy and sell. That is where I think he, not single-handedly, but he definitely brought a ton of attention to this coin. So shout out to him on Twitter. So we got Ginnin the cat next. So Ginnin, again, I think the community is pretty strong. I really don't have too much to say. I think the narrative's fairly strong for this meme coin. Again, the ticker is Ginnin on this one. I think it's like Nero's, I don't even know what you want to call it. Like, Nero the dog is part of the narrative. But, that's honestly, I don't even know why. I probably should not have Ginnin up here because I don't know too much about it. But, again, what I do know about it is I've seen it on Twitter talked about a lot. But I'm going to put it at B because I do think that community, outside of me not even knowing the lore too much behind it, the community seems incredibly strong and they do not want to give up on this. So that is why I'm putting it at B. So we got Nub, ticker Nub. Twitter has done Nub so dirty. If you guys don't know what this is Nubcat, ticker NUB. They have had their Twitter suspended now 4 different times, and it's not like they post anything crazy. You know, they have a great brand to them, very, very active team. You know, I think if they weren't suspended and Twitter wasn't doing this to them right now, they would be a lot higher than they are. But this chart has just been down bad. I think a lot of the reason is because of that. But very unfortunate, but just because of that, I'm going to put it at C. But this really does deserve a minimum like A tier as a meme coin. But because, again, it's going to be very speculative at the moment if you're going to be jumping into it. Because, you know, their Twitters are still suspended, you know, and we don't know what's going to happen with it going forward right now. So that's what I'm going to put that, like, right there. So we got PsyOp. I really, really like PsyOp on Solana. Community, I think, is just kind of diehard. You know, I feel like the community is very small. And I kind of tweet about it on and off. You know, it's very, very low in market cap. But to me, this seems like a cult-like meme coin up and coming that is just going to continue. Very, very micro cap, like I said. But long-term, I think it's going to grind pretty hard. Oh, it's got an ad playing. PsyOp, I think, is very strong, though, overall. Just going to continue to see what, you know, PsyOp brings going forward. Like I said, I definitely want to check out. You know, I kind of look at it as in, it's got its own narrative as, like, literally a PsyOped world, you know, because we kind of live in one, you know, and that's kind of like what they base their brand around. You know, it's kind of a newish idea for a lot of crypto culture, you know, so I like it a lot. So we got Stan. Oh, same things. I like Stanley Cup so much too. I've talked about this on the channel for months, just very on and off. But I don't understand either. Stanley Cup coin is some of the best content for meme coins that I've ever seen in crypto Twitter. You know, and I've been around in the space for years. You know, I live and breathe this stuff. I literally have not seen better content for a meme coin in my life. Yet Stan has been done so dirty over the last, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Just continuous, you know, downtrend. Chart is very bottomed out. Just unfortunate, but I think as a meme overall, definitely would be a B tier. Or not even definitely. I think it would actually be an A tier or an S tier meme coin, but same thing. I think we just, for some reason, no one knows why the chart just doesn't want to recover. I mean, outside of, yeah, Sol being down, the sentiment down. But in my opinion, it should be way, way, way more bullish than it currently is. So the next one we got is actually Lock-In. So this is ticker Lock-In. Same thing. This is like a culture coin, Lock-In. Basically, you just gotta lock in life, you know. That is the literal idea behind Lock-In. You know, the ticker itself, you know, says everything about it. And I think, you know, as a kind of a culture coin, I think that's low-key very powerful, you know. Just, I don't know. There's not too much to say about it, but just lock in, you know what I mean? And again, I hope you guys do not take this video as a literal financial advice. Like, I'm just showing you guys a ton of meme coins that I think have a lot of potential. You know, if you go to my Twitter too, I post a lot of different memes, you know, at great areas of potential entry, stuff like that. And I post a lot of these pretty often, so another one we got is Yakub or Jacob. I'm going to put it at C tier for now, but very strong community as well, very cult-like. I actually think the meme is pretty funny. But Yakub overall, very micro cap as well, fairly high risk. Going to put it at C tier. They also have NFTs though, and they have a Yakub derivative NFT of Yakubio, which, you know, it's kind of a mix between Yakub and Retardio NFTs. So pretty strong, like I said, strong community for what it is. But going forward, I think I can't really say anything negative at all. I think it's a really good meme coin. So we got Snoofy here. This was a coin that got a little bit of hype and attention, I think weeks ago now, but I still see it on my timeline a lot. There are a lot of people that are fairly bullish on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna put this at C because I don't know. I'm just gonna say C tier. I think the lore behind it though is, I don't know if it was specifically people on Reddit. It was kind of like a Reddit cook, because at least for me, 95% of any sort of meme coins, when they're running, the community gets behind it on Twitter. But I think Snoofy, a huge thing with this is the community on Reddit actually got behind this coin, which in my personal opinion, I've never seen that or thought about that. Thinking that another social platform outside of crypto Twitter, could actually, get a coin pumping like Snoofy did. So that's why I'm actually really bullish on it. But same thing, we got to see, I got to see the right entry on the chart for it. And I would literally pull up all of these coins individually, but I also do not want to make this video, 45 minutes long. I do cover a lot of these in Discord though fairly often. So we got, honestly, we haven't had anything in the D tier as of right now. That's really good. And again, just because a coin's not A tier or C tier, guys, it doesn't mean that these coins are bad, I actually don't consider any of the coins in this list bad at all. In my other list, I included a lot of the, higher cap stuff that just wasn't, going to perform nearly as well, or just coins I didn't like. But I actually like all of these coins. So it's actually going to be hard. It's hard deciphering between 20-something coins that I actually think are very bullish, So literally nothing on this list is, bearish or not going to perform. At least in my opinion. So we got Wrapped Dog. I'm going to put that at B tier. That could be an A tier. But the thing with Wrapped Dog, it's another Shiba Inu coin. But again, community is incredibly strong behind that though. I'm going to put that at A. That deserves A tier. I think that's like, it's a really strong coin. And low-key, I think Kobe deserves S tier. Kobe community is crazy as well. So we got FWOG, ticker FWOG. I'm going to put this one at S tier, but it has ran like crazy already. I do not recommend just jumping in, especially if it's somewhere near a top if you look on a chart. But I think, I think the mind share of this coin has definitely grown to a huge chunk of crypto Twitter at this point. But again, mainly because of how hard it's ran now. But I think on another major correction for it, consolidation, I think its next major leg, once we see Solana, ETH, Bitcoin break into new highs, I think something like this, as a newer coin that has really just came onto the market, I think something like this has a huge potential to make another leg up. So we got this one here. This is ticker Keith. The lore behind this is it's actually an invisible cat. I see a lot of people that across the timeline consistently talk about it. A lot of people, kind of have it as a conviction play. I'm going to put it at C tier though. Personally, I don't know too much if this is going to perform as well as others. I feel like with this one, you really got to understand, the idea behind the coin, versus just looking at something like this, and aping it, right? So we got Selfie. I'm going to put Selfie at an S tier meme coin right now. Selfie community, I think, is actually probably one of the strongest right now. And something about Selfie that I'd love to see, which I think is one of the main drivers for a successful meme coin nowadays, is when you have one or a couple people, that they don't have to be like major influencers. They can just be, average accounts, maybe semi big on Twitter, but they are consistently posting day to day about a certain coin. You can literally just call them like, full out bull posters for a single coin. When you have people like that the only thing they do is bull post a single coin, that is where long term those winners eventually they just get flooded into people's minds. And Selfie has, I think, two very prominent people that I see all the time tweeting about Selfie. To me, that is incredibly bullish. And again, same thing with Kobe here with Ricky, the Brainlet with Nifty Wap kind of behind that, but also for Lock-In. Honestly, I think Lock-In and Aura too. Lock-In to me is an S tier. I really like Lock-In as a meme coin. I've not found it, but I've talked about it since literally like 3 million in market cap, or not even like under 2 million in Discord. Right now it's had a huge run, came back down. But same thing with Lock-In. We had major breakthrough with Vidamo on Twitter. I feel like he kind of started this major meta of just pushing the shit out of one single coin. I think this dude almost single-handedly pushed the coin upwards of 50 million, from sitting at 2 to 3 million. I kind of saw that entire thing happen. So this is another culture coin. We got Sigma. I'm going to put Sigma at an A tier. As a newer meme coin, same exact thesis as Aura here. Sigma is a commonly used word on TikTok, on other media platforms, with the youth and the younger generation. Sigma going forward, I think, has a lot of growth ahead of it. And with that, it's the thesis is not, it's not like this super complex thing. It's just what are younger kids going to gravitate towards? A coin that is a word that they hear every single day, associated with the memes, the pictures that they see on TikTok. Are they going to buy something like that or some other random coins? I would think that they probably feel the most inclined to jump into a coin that they hear all the time and see. Not necessarily see the coin, but when they hear Aura all the time and now they see that it's a coin they can buy, they'll be like, oh wow, we can jump into this. And so we got Inu. This ticker Inu, INU, and again, all of these are on Solana as of right now. Ticker Inu, I think, is an extremely strong. I think honestly, no, I would put that as an A tier. I think A tier is a good spot for it, but Inu, I think, is one of the strongest dog coins. Currently, it's at like 4 million. I easily one of the strongest dog coins in the market right now, as far as market cap, risk to reward. I think the person behind this, or the team behind it, very good. They're very active on socials, and their art is actually incredible. Art is insanely good for what they do. I think Inu is definitely one to check out too. So peep that. It's around 4 million in market cap right now. May have a pullback a little bit at some point, but again, this one I also have brought up in previous videos over the last few weeks. It's been doing pretty well so far, but I expect on the Solana's next leg up, easily like 5, 10, 20x out of that one. And honestly, most of these are going to do very well. So we got Land Wolf here. Ooh. I think Wolf's okay. Kind of the same thing. Because I think with Andy is... I think there's an Andy on Solana, Andy on Base, Blast, Ethereum. I think with Land Wolf, I think there is one clear winner for Land Wolf on Solana. I'm pretty sure there are. Same thing though, there's like 3 or 4 different Land Wolf tokens. It's hard to know what's going to be a winner. And for me, that's why I'm going to put it for C. But same thing though, I do see a lot of people talking about Land Wolf on and off. But overall, I think it's pretty strong. And like I said, we still got nothing in the D tier. That's good. That's good. So we, yeah, we got X. So this is ticker XD. So there's the reason why I'm bringing this up. It's a newer coin. You know, the developer, or I say developer, mainly the deployer of the token. She goes by fascist.eth. Her old Twitter was psyop trick, and she's little. I don't really know how to put it, but it's this younger girl that, you know, she's very vocal on Twitter, and she's very, you know, she's like an young emo girl, and she's on Twitter, just posting a lot of random, crazy, ridiculous stuff. You know, and the reason why I'm bringing that up though is because I think it does have a lot of potential, because there's nothing like it in the market. As weird as many people might think it is, as different as it is, usually things like that end up being clear winners, you know. But you guys can check this out. And what I mean by checking all this stuff out, again, I'm not going to cover each and every single coin, but all the coins that I'm telling you guys, just go on Twitter, put the cash tag, the $, and then type in the ticker, like ticker Inu or wrapped dog, which wrapped dog is the ticker's W dog. You know, you can type in like the meme land wolf, ticker is actually wolf. You know, and you can also look up these coins that I'm saying on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap. The last one we got is smoking chicken fish. This is just lagging like crazy. Oh, I did not mean to put it there. But honestly, I think I'm going to put this in C tier. SCF, you know, I think it was a good meme when it was, you know, when it ran up. This thing ran from 0 to crazy number. I don't know if it was 70, 80 million or over 100 million. Something like that in a span of like a couple days, maybe a week. Had a huge run. But after that, when a coin runs up that hard, it's probably going to correct for the next 3 months. And it has been. You know, I made a video talking about it. Not mainly about it, but just in a, you know, a meme coin video, I brought it up. I wish I could have shorted it at the top. You know, if you guys look at that, that would have been an incredibly profitable trade if I took it, to say the least. But, you know, community is actually very strong. You know, they're actually very cult-like. You know, very cult-like community with SCF. Very cult-like with Jacob, cult-like with Kobe, Brainlet, Selfie, Lock-in. You know, a lot of these coins have, and what I mean by cult, you know, it's like an unwavering belief in your coin. Because a lot of coins, you know, they don't have holders that have that true conviction, that don't care about, you know, the price. When you have an entire, you know, meme coin that has holders that, again, do not give honestly, I was going to swear, but that they don't care about price, that is where you find these cult communities. Again, because the coin can do whatever it wants, but everyone who's holding it, they know it's going way higher. You know, but once you get like a massive chunk of holders that are kind of in agreement with that, you know, that's where you find these cult-like communities. Because Twitter, people just raid you, and people, you know, they'll have like the same mindset across all these different coins and stuff, you know. So that was a long video. If you guys made it through, I appreciate you guys watching this video. You know, let me know if you hold any of the meme coins that I talked about in this video. If I missed, you know, some low cap, micro cap memes that you guys watch, or not, rather watch, yeah, micro cap memes that you guys hold or want me to bring up at some point maybe. Let me know. I'd like to hear which ones you're in. But outside of that, guys, I hope this helped. And like I said, you guys can check all of this stuff out on Twitter. Check out these meme coins. And unfortunately, I couldn't bring up all these charts and stuff, as this would be probably a 55 to an hour long video. But outside of that, I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.